Hi, I'm Greg from Cutting Edge Stencils, and today we're featuring our top-selling Chevron stencil. I'm going to show you some great tips and tricks on how to use this trendy pattern so you can get the best result. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. So using blue painter's tape, mask off the area to be stenciled. So this pattern is a little less stiff than some of our other patterns due to the nature of the design. So let's use some spray adhesive on this. When using spray adhesive, make sure you spray the correct side. The names of our stencils are written on the bottom on the front, so just flip the stencil over and apply your spray adhesive to the back side. So we shake the can for 30 seconds, a minute. Then we want to make sure that we're spraying in a well-ventilated area. You don't want to breathe this. You can do it outside or open the windows. Place your stencil on some paper or something you don't care about because it's going to get sticky. Always do a test spray off on the side. This way, if it spits a little bit of glue, you're not getting that glue on the back of your stencil, a big heavy glob of glue. And finally, just nice even application. Nice and even, spray across the stencil. Let this dry for a couple of minutes so the glue tacks up a little bit so it doesn't transfer to the wall, and you're ready to stencil. Okay, we've installed our Cutting Edge Stencil stencil level. This is a real time saver. It's going to help us in leveling the stencil as we work around the room. When starting with your Chevron stencil, try to find a section of your wall where you can do a full column of the stencil uninterrupted. No window in the way, no radiators in the way, nothing in the way. Then take your stencil and place it right to the edge of the ceiling line or the crown molding. Don't bend your stencil, just run it straight up. And then this little edge here that you're not stenciling now will be done later with our top part stencil. It's time to stencil. We're going to use Benjamin Moore's Ben. We really like this paint. It's inexpensive, it stencils great. We're going to be using HC 159, this beautiful petra blue color, and we poured some on our plate. We've got our dense foam roller, very important, dense foam roller. So we're going to load our roller evenly. Don't just plow it through the paint. Build it up till you get a nice even load on your roller cover. Then right to your paper towels to offload it a couple times. Now you've got a nice even load on the roller and you're ready to stencil. Okay, nice medium pressure. Don't push too hard, don't need to. Also, you don't want to be pushing paint underneath the edge of the stencil. So how does the alignment on the Chevron work? Well, it's very simple. This triangular section in the stencil is going to align with this previously painted section here. So I basically take this, I align it with what I just painted. I checked at the bottom to make sure that my bubble level is between the two black lines, and I am ready to continue. All right, we've worked our way down to the baseboard. We've lined up our stencil again using this triangular section with our previously painted area. We're down here, so what do? You bend the stencil the best you can, you get it in close, and what you do is you take your roller and you roll straight down into the crease, okay? Get as much as you can, straight down into the crease. So there's a little 1/4 inch down there. I'm having a little trouble reaching with my roller. So what do? I take my brush, slightly offload it, and I pounce it into the crease. And that's how you do the bottom of the baseboard. So how does the Chevron align left to right? Well, what we've done is the stencil has this little extended section of the Chevron. And so what you do is you just align that, as you can see, with what we have previously painted. Check your level, and you're ready to go. Okay, so we've worked our way into the corner. Our stencil is going to overlap into the corner, so you just bend it, just like you do a crown or just like you do the baseboard. So we come up, and we're gonna align this just the way we did everything else. And we just bend it into the corner, like so. And that's it. We're going to roll now right into the corner, and we'll use a stencil brush to detail the crease. So this is our top part stencil, and we've created this and included this with your stencil purchase, so it makes it easier to do this top edge. What we've done is we've taken just the part that's going to finish it, and so you have a little extra here, so you don't have this big floppy stencil hanging over you. So we've put some spray adhesive on this, a couple pieces of tape, and we bring it up and we line it up with what we have stenciled previously. And I just get the angle right, get it on there. You can see what I've done. Push it in, and now I can complete this triangle. It's that easy. With this pattern, you can use some painter's tape to finish some of the tricky areas because it's a geometric pattern. So in this case, the stencil doesn't fit great into the corner, so I'm just going to take a little tape. It's going to come right up there. That makes it really easy to paint. So I'd like to introduce you to my biggest fan. No, really, here's a great little tip for you. When you're stenciling with darker colors that may require a second coat, put a fan behind you where you're working, move some air on your project, and this way as you're stenciling, that first coat dries very quickly, and before removing the stencil, you can hit it with a second coat, get a nice opaque finish, remove your stencil, and you're done. Wow, this Chevron stencil project turned out great, and it's so easy to do when you use spray adhesive and you understand the alignment. Come down to www.cuttingedgestencils.com, check out our great selection of stencils and our how-to videos, and start expressing yourself in your own home. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.